It's September, and light returns to the bedroom, sweeping away months of darkness. A YouTuber stirs. She has been in her blanket fort for the entirety of her hiatus. Now, the YouTuber observes the solution to the mysteries of Riverdale and realizes the freedom from her confinement that this conclusion presents. The end of her hibernation from reality marks the beginning of her first upload in what feels like a decade, as well as the start of her long-awaited productivity.
Hello, awesome nerds. Have you ever fallen into a rut that is so deep that it would take actual superpowers to clamber back out of it again? Well, I certainly have. And in the past, I haven't dealt with these periods of sloth-like activity and coming back out of them particularly well. However, more recently, I've developed some mechanisms that help me to rise more majestically from them rather than just falling back into them again. Today, I felt like I could share a few of these with you guys and maybe help you to rise majestically from the pits of your despair, a bit more like Victor Nikiforov rising from a hot spring pool rather than Dean Winchester being dragged into hell. So, imagine this. You have been in your hibernation for at least a week, or maybe just a couple of days. It could be a good long weekend. And you're now emerging from this enclosed hibernation period with the fresh new realization that actually you're way more behind than when you first went into it. And the stress that you felt at the beginning before you went in that probably caused you to fall into this pit of despair in the first place has now got even more stressful because time has passed and time waits for no man, so you're now at least 2 to 3 days more behind than you were to begin with. My suggestion to you in this scenario would be that you should do small, fun, yes I did just say fun, productive things to try and get yourself to move towards the bigger things you need to do. So, for instance, you could give a couple of comments to some nice YouTubers, or maybe give some kudos to someone's fanfiction that you inevitably read during this hibernation period, or alternatively, you could do something nice for someone else, or you could paint your nails, or brush your hair, or open a window, because anything that's small and a little bit better than just sitting there doing nothing and binge watching Netflix is going to inevitably build you towards something that makes you more productive. Now, I'm not saying this is the only solution, I'm just saying that by doing little things that you actually enjoy but that are actually productive, like even replying to some of those friends you probably neglected, you actually begin to feel more productive and it puts you in more of a positive mindset to do things that actually would be significantly productive. So once you've moved on from small jobs into slightly more medium-sized jobs, you're going to need something that will motivate you through and make you want to keep going and actually, in fact, stay out of the fan puddle of doom that you've somehow fallen into in the first place. So at this point, you need to reward yourself. Giving yourself a plan of positive things to do and things that you enjoy at the end of the tunnel of every single job that you do manage to do will mean that you will move towards being more productive, because actually by being more productive, you're getting to do more nice things for yourself. So, for instance, with my great fan crisis of 2014, I use things like caramel frappes, YouTube videos, and posting to a secret Instagram fan account for a certain band as a means to drag myself forwards through not particularly enjoyable activities that I knew I had to do in order to become productive again. You just need to find things that you want to do enough that they will drive you through things you don't want to do. So that could be playing some other video game, or going out with your friends for a few hours, or going for a walk in the sun. Whatever it is that makes you feel happy and positive, and well enough to actually continue on through things you don't want to do, plan to do it. And then when you're doing the things that you don't particularly want to do, that are productive and useful, you'll have something to look forward to at the end of it all. So my final point that will not only help you clamber back out of whatever pit you found yourself in, but will hopefully help to make you productive for longer, is to know yourself. Now, I find that productivity is something that is hugely personal. It is not something that can be taught. Some find it incredibly easy, other people find it really hard to stay productive. But when I think about myself as a person and my own personality, and indeed my high points, my low points, the things that make me sad, the things that make me happy, the things that will motivate me, when I put them all together and consider them, I can work out what will make me stay productive for longer. Ultimately, anything I tell you to do will only work so far unless you think about yourself personally. So to know yourself is to become productive and to stay productive. So I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to give it a like below, comment and tell me what you thought. And if you're new to this channel, then make sure to subscribe and ding my bell so that you know when I next upload, which hopefully will be much sooner than this one came from the last video. Also, if you've not seen my other videos, then make sure to check them out on my channel. And to keep up to date with me in the meantime, you could follow me on any of my myriad of social media. I guess that's all for now, and I will see you next time.
Once again, we search for the YouTuber, a rare and elusive beast. It is known for its strange, nocturnal behavior. Today, we seek to capture never-before-seen images of its twilight activity. For a second, we capture its natural state. But soon it is startled by our cameras and escapes from view. For now, we must continue to speculate and wonder about the true nature of the YouTuber.